driving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Good afternoon. Sorry, this computer is moving very slowly. Oh my gosh, come on. Usually I'm done with it by now. Still waiting on it to pop up. If it's going to pop up. I may not be able to share today. The way this is going. All right. There we go. It popped up. And it should be able to do it again fairly quickly. Thank you for your patience, even though there's nobody here. Yet. Nobody here yet. All right, one more to go. Just imagine if I, if I put this stuff in like 15 groups or whatever. There are some people out there. I mean, I really don't want to come on here and watch you guys and let you guys sit there and wait while how do you even have the patience for that? There's one guy who went live and I was watching the rewatch. I had to skip the first 10 minutes because he was doing nothing. Why you guys put up with that? I don't understand. I'm not going to sit there for 10 minutes and watch somebody do something on a computer. Fuck. I won't even watch people play video games. Hi, Jackie. Good to see you. I am in a odd mood. So, yeah, waiting to see if Facebook catches up here. I'm just going to give it 30 more seconds and then we're going to get started. So, fuck it. We'll get started now. So today, right now, I am what-ifing a bunch of shit. So I just want to tell on myself first, right? And I'm doing pretty good staying out of it because I have to go do something today that's very nerve-wracking for me. And that is to go, here's the hard part. Okay. I'm going to a place to support Ryan Hampton, Mobilize Recovery. Yes, I know Ryan Hampton. Okay. He asked me to show. He's like, Dion, I know you don't want to go because you don't support these people, but I would like to meet you. So I'm going to go meet him. Right. And there's going to be some other people there that I know that support me and what I do. But there's going to be a lot of people there that do not like me. Probably more people that do not like me. Okay. And I don't, that isn't the part that bothers me. It's my empathy. I can feel that stuff. We got some people showing up. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching live or the rewatch. And of course, welcome to the Daily Trudge. I am Dion, your host. I'm the host with the most. Not really, but I got a lot of stuff. So I'm having my brain's going back and forth, and I finally just came up with, you know what? I'm just going to hang out with the people that support me. So I'm going to try and have as much fun as I can. But man, my brain is screaming no. I'm not listening to it. I want to go. I do. I want to go. I want to meet Ryan and these other people. Because these are good influencers to have on your side. Yeah, I had to say it. And he's very aware of what's going on with me in the community. So I'm not worried about that. Okay. Once somebody actually talks to me, they start to understand where it is that I'm coming from. Okay? And so maybe I'll be able to, maybe today I can utilize it for some healing. I don't know. I don't know what God has planned. And yeah, that bothers the crap out of me on this. just being honest, right? You know, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go with that attitude. If I have a bad attitude, I won't go, because that'll just make things worse. Hey, Gary. Hi, Ingrid. Good to see you both. All right. So I'm going to cover There Is a Solution today. So I'm going to start at the page 17 at the top for those of you that like to follow along, right? We of Alcoholics Anonymous know thousands of men and women who were just as just as hopeless as Bill. Nearly all have recovered. I am a recovered alcoholic. I am. I've done the work. I've done all the work in this book. Okay. So once you do the work in this book, it's time to get to work. It doesn't stop, right? I have to keep my recovered status. If you guys unplug that internet, I'm going to beat you. It's almost like I just let it sit there because it's a challenge or something. I should do something about that. Okay. Nearly all have recovered. They have solved the drink problem. Okay. Now this is where we get, and yeah, everybody here already knows what recovered means. It means that you are sane again. Okay. Just like with what I'm going through right now. If this would have been 4 years ago, not a chance in hell. No way. I wouldn't have been able to even be aware of it at the time. Okay. I had to inwardly reorganize myself. Why can I go do this? Because I have courage. Okay. I don't think that God is going to do anything to intentionally hurt me. And that makes me feel comfortable. So I can go without my anxiety. I can leave it at home. Okay. These are big steps for people like us. Right. Because even a year ago, I don't know that I would have been able to pull it off. I did a lot of healing this year. And because of that healing, I now get to participate in certain things that I was incapable of participating in. Didn't have anything to do with anybody else. It was me. And I had to take care of that before I went back out and said, hey, this is what we're doing. Right? Because I couldn't go to these people and say, we need to make these changes if I hadn't made the changes myself. I do everything I talk about, I do. Right? Everything. I am immersed in recovery. That's how I like it. I like that. Some people are like, and there are some days when I'm like, I am so sick and tired of talking about recovery, I'm going to blow my head off. Right? Right? Amy, good to see you. Good afternoon. I'm glad you're here. You're still one of the only groups I post in 2 other groups. That's it, man. That's it. Right? I'm not going to, like I was saying in the beginning of this, I'm not going to spend my first 5 minutes posting to other places so you guys can sit here while I pick my nose. No, ain't gonna happen. Amy runs the Weekend Recover. We recover together. My dyslexia is horrible. I probably screwed all that up. It's bad today. It is. All right. We are average Americans. All of us, we're average Americans. So average. We're not average. But anyway, all sections of the country and many of its occupations are represented, as well as many political, economic, social, and religious backgrounds. Yes, we are what's that? Decoupage. No, that's what we used to call Depeche Mode when I was a kid. It's a hodgepodge, I think is what I'm looking. So what we are is a mixture of a lot of different cultures, personalities, and just the differences in us, right? So what is it that bonds us? We experience death together. Or we may experience almost dying together. No, it didn't happen the same day that it happened for me. Doesn't matter. We've been through it. We understand it. We get that. Okay? We are people who normally would not mix, but there exists among us a fellowship of friendliness and an understanding which is indescribably wonderful. We are like the passengers of a great liner the moment we after rescue from shipwreck, when camaraderie, joyousness, and democracy pervade the vessel from steerage to captain's table. Unlike the feelings of the ship passengers, however, our joy in escape from disaster does not subside as we go our individual ways. And what they're saying there is that once you get done with your pretty little meeting, go out and spread the love, man. Go pick up a pack of smokes and make a person laugh. That's something that I haven't talked about in a while. It's a challenge that I have, and I still do it to this day. I don't accomplish it every day, but since I was 17, I've been doing this. I decided what I was going to do is I was going to make one person laugh a day. There's just one rule. It can never be the same person twice. Okay? And it's harder than you think. Because once you get through your family and your friends, now you're going to have to do it with people you don't know. Try that challenge, man. Make one person a day laugh. I'm going to tell you what it does. Number one, it gets you out of your comfort zone. Gets you out of your comfort zone. Right? Because you're going to have to make a joke and you don't know if anybody's going to laugh at it. That's going to be uncomfortable. Well, that's not what will work, right? Throw up that courage, man. You don't have to tell a joke. Hey, you know what? You look really nice today. You know what I say to people when I leave? Thank you for being here today. I appreciate it. Because I do. If they weren't there, I wouldn't be able to get what I was buying. I always overly thank people for helping me. I talked to a guy yesterday. I was on the phone for an hour. A little bit frustrated by the time they picked up, right? I'm not going to take it out on this guy. We had a great conversation. He's a normie, right? He's already joined Trudging Together. I did it again. I took a bad situation and turned it into something good. I don't know this person. I don't know them. Okay. So that's why the feeling of having, why our joy to escape from disaster doesn't subside. It doesn't go away. Right? One day you're going to turn around and be like, oh my God, I'm grateful to be an alcoholic. What the fuck is wrong with me? The feeling of having shared a common peril is one element in the powerful cement which binds us, but that in itself would never have held us together as we are now joined. The tremendous fact for every one of us is that we have discovered a common solution. That is the miracle of the big book. 100 people, okay? Bill W. did not write the big book. He did a lot of the verbiage, okay? But 100 people wrote the big book. That is the miracle of the book. That 100 recovered alcoholics came up with one common solution in which we could all agree upon. And these are people who would not normally mix. We have a way out in which we can absolutely agree and upon which we can join in brotherly and harmonious action. It's what we're doing here. We're doing that right now. We are in brotherly and harmonious action together right now. Every time we meet with somebody, and they do not have to be alcoholic, anytime we meet with somebody and we discuss feelings or the betterment of man or anything else, we're doing this, right? And it's a joy in our lives to be able to do this because we're very, very good at it. Not only can we help alcoholics, we can help anybody that comes across our way. This is the great news this book carries to those who suffer from alcoholism. An illness of a sort, and we have come to believe it an illness, involves those about us in a way no other human sickness can. If a person has cancer, all are sorry for him, and no one gets angry, and no one is angry or hurt. But not so with the alcoholic illness, for with it there goes annihilation of all things worthwhile in life. Remember that we got to the point where death was the option, right? the bitter end, the end of all. You wouldn't be able to do anything more. It engulfs all those that I've touched, the sufferers. It brings understanding, fierce resentment, not just regular resentment, fierce anger. And we're not just talking about anger from other people, we're talking about rage from other people. Financial insecurity, disgusted friends and employers, warped lives of blameless children, sad wives and parents. Anyone can crease the list. By the time I got here, I had no friends. I had none. I had my wife. Okay. And she is not my BFF. No, she is my wife. That is above BFF. Okay. I do things for her that I wouldn't do for a best friend. We hope this volume will inform and comfort those who may be affected. There are many. And it isn't just the person, the alcoholic, it's the family. Imagine that, bringing back a family who had no hope of ever recovering. Highly competent psychiatrists who have dealt with us found it sometimes impossible to persuade an alcoholic to discuss the situation without reserve. Strangely enough, wives, parents, and intimate friends usually find us more unapproachable than do the psychiatrist and the doctor. I'm going to tell you why. Because every single one of those people want something from us. There's an expectation. And we can see expectations from a mile away. That's why it doesn't work. Okay? They're too close. You ever watch Law and Order and they're like, sorry, Stabler, you can't be on this one. It's too close to you. It's the same fucking thing. You're too close. Go find another person outside of that to come in. Okay? What kind of person? Let's talk about it. But the X problem, and this is italicized, so it means it's important, but the X problem drinker who has found this solution, who is properly armed with facts about himself, can generally win the entire confidence of another alcoholic in a few hours. Until such an understanding is reached, little or nothing can be accomplished. Okay? It is that paragraph that continues to make me strive in our community. Because it says in there, only an alcoholic can work with another alcoholic, right? Or they have the best chance. Let's put it that way. All right. Well, let's not do it black and white, right? Let's throw a little gray in there. But let's say 95% of the time. That's still a pretty big chunk. Now you know, okay, this is why I started getting peer coaching back into detox. This is exactly why. Hey, Paula, good to see you. I got to go shut a window. My little cat's doing shit. Right? So we put ourselves in a position where we can be of maximum service to God and the world around us. And as ex-problem drinkers, we can do things other people cannot. We can help normies. We can help anybody that's out there with this stuff with just a few meaningful words. Because there again, we don't have an expectation. We're giving you something that was freely given to us, and we don't want anything back from you except to be happy. Alcoholic or not, I'm going to do what I can to ruin your self-pity or whatever. Hey, Jerry, good to see you. Unfortunately, I'm wrapping up. I got to go get ready. I'm going. For those of you that weren't on at the beginning, I'm going down to the Mobilized Recovery to hang out with Ryan Hampton. But the people being promoted are the people that don't like me. Yes, it was yesterday, Gary. So just give me prayers that I have the right words, actions, things like that. Because I'm what ifing a lot, And really what I want to do is go down there and be of maximum service. That's what I want. But I'm what ifing stuff. Like I'm going through my brain like, okay, how can I get this person to admit this on camera? And I don't that's disgusting. I don't want that. I don't want that. So send your prayers my way, please. I need them today. Okay. I need them because I have a chance to go and maybe heal some things. I'd much rather do that than bust people doing the wrong thing. I'd rather bust them doing the right thing. I really would. All right. That's what I got. I love you guys. Peace out.